I don't know. Maybe he's just here for fun. Kicks and giggles.
Kicks and giggles.
Wait, how can you tell Debbie's here?
His
I don't see-
character icons showing up on the menu.
Oh, right.
Anyways, let's do this thing. So, we kind of begin... I'm going to actually pause the music. It's too happy for now.
It's too happy for now.
But amidst the devastation that was known as the Zero Requiem, before that happened, there was 2 days prior to that when you both... Well, actually, you guys... Lassie, you were already a part of this plan, but you get a strange knock at the door. You're at Venture's, he's now renting someplace, but you're at Venture's little abode. So I'm not going to switch the screen to the cityscape, but you get a strange knock on the door.
Who, me?
Yeah.
A strange knock, alright. I grab my scythe and I kind of hide it at the back of me. And I look through the people. I assume there's a people.
It's just one person.
And who do I know this one person?
Yeah, you know her as, Layla.
Oh, Layla.
In the flesh.
Is it Layla, like, the copy one?
Yep.
Oh. Here's the thing. My character hasn't... I don't know how to describe it. Like, she's happy. Like, she doesn't really give a shit, but, like, she's, like, cautious, so she opens the door with the caution, and she's like, what do you want?
She says, "Oh, hey, no. How you been lately? Come on, it's me, your best friend, Layla. We hung out all the time." Not really, but you get the point.
Yeah, what do you want?
Fine, I guess no formalities then. Well, I'm here on Zero's orders.
My eyebrows shoot up, and I'm just like, and if you don't mind, what are these orders?
I'm here to take you to Arcadia. Duh, you've been specially requested.
What's Arcadia?
Oh, right. Lassie didn't inform you, our newest member, did she?
Newest member?
Well, okay, I guess she was always a member, she just didn't realize it, but she officially joined as of, I think it was 2 days ago? No, it was only a few hours ago. That's what it was. Yes. So, I have this brilliant plan in mind to lure your 3 friends, Alexander, Jebediah, and Bjorn, into a trap that will cause the ultimate devastation of the world. 7 billion people are gonna die. Just gonna put that out there right now. But don't get mad, she says. Don't get mad, don't get frustrated, don't do anything rash. Zero, through Lassie, is offered to spare your life. And all your loved ones. Just come with us to Arcadia, and you will be spared from this trauma. Capiche? She gives a very wry grin.
Do I have time to pack or anything?
She says, of course, you have 2 days.
I nod my head and I say then...
Do you want me to break the news to Venture that he was right, or do you want to do it?
I'll do it.
Okay, do you mind if I watch?
Yes, very.
Sad. I actually wanted to see what his reaction would be when he figured out he was right the entire time. Oh well, I guess I don't have the opportunity. You'll have to tell me in person. We'll have our girl chat, you know? She just kind of giggles. She's like, I know, I'm kind of frustrating, but you know what? We're going to be best friends. Let me tell you, it's going to be great. Here, you know what? Take this. She kicks a walkie-talkie into the crack in the door. Contact me when you're ready.
I nod my head and I close the door.
You see her merrily skip off through the peephole and shapeshift into someone else.
What's the nearest thing?
The what?
What's the nearest thing?
There's a lot of things.
What's the nearest breakable thing that's not expensive?
A wooden bat.
I guess I break a wooden back.
Okay.
In frustration.
So you kind of... Can you give us a bit more details?
I grab the wooden bat and I just start slamming it into the ground until it starts breaking, like, practically, like, with frustration. Calm myself, and then walk away like nothing happened.
Of course, Venture comes out in his towel, having just gotten done with his shower, abs are shown, and brown hair, still wet, and he's just like, dear, sweetie, what's going on? Are you okay? You don't. This is the third time you smashed a bat, so I'm assuming you're okay. But this one sounded different.
This is the third time. This is a common thing.
She says you were always like that. Back in my time.
I just look over. Clearly in my eyes, there's like mixed feelings of like confusion, like sorrow because he was right, and like hesitation in bringing up the topic.
He looks at you and discerns something's not right, obviously, and he just kind of looks at you and he's just like, darling, we've been through a lot together. Well, at least your counterpart did. But it's over now. We don't have to worry about anything. Let's just worry about getting back on our feet. I'm sure it can't be whatever is troubling you. It can't be that much. So he comes up close to you and grabs you by the shoulders. He says, tell me, what's bothering you? We can work through this together.
I look down and I say, you were right.
He gets, like, his faint smile that he had goes into, like, the neutral face. He says, I hate to be the guy that's gonna do this, but what do you mean? And please explain. I don't want to assume what the others assumed. I'm not gonna be like them.
Martin was the son, correct?
Are you asking me out of game or in game?
Out of game.
Out of game. Martin was Arthur, who was Alpha Knight and Zero, and the son, Matthias, was Layla.
There's the name. I can't get his name for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
I look at him and then I say, when you went to charge in there, Matthias, that wasn't Matthias nor Alpha Knight, that was Layla.
He gives you a look that's not possible. I tested her with myself with my quirk. If that was Layla, he would have transformed back into she instantaneously.
She did black market surgery.
What? How do you know that?
Let's just say, can we say that I got it through the market? Like I just realized that my character didn't learn that. Can I say that I conversated about it with Layla?
Sure.
I say that Layla came, I'll just roleplay it. Layla just came, and she told me that, and showed me that she's altered her true form, and now it was surgery. It's.
But you see, like, this look of just despair just fall on him. He goes just pale white as his hands fall off your shoulders, and he kneels on the ground, and he says, I was right. Then that means, what have I done? I can't. I don't know anymore. That means he already won. I failed.
I go down on my knee as well, but I hug him with like a full-on embrace, and I say, it doesn't matter that you failed. You tried your best, and it just happens. We can't always win.
He puts his hand on your as he embraces you back. He says, I know, but even though this justifies everything I've done up to this point, there's no way we can stop his plans now. He's already won. And to be frank, I'm so frustrated not only with myself for being fooled not only a second time, but a third time. I want to go kill him right now. Please, stop me. I don't know what to do right now. I'm just so frustrated.
Please, look, I don't want any of us to die. Can we just... She came to the door not just to tell me this. She came because in 2 days, I shouldn't tell you this. Because I know how you are.
He says, he will nuke the world.
And I
2
nod my
days.
head.
I know. It's already over.
He
It's
came
just
and
that we can't. We're as heroes. We can't let this go on. But I don't want to lose you again. Or, knowing him, if he knows what I am, he'll kill me. So you have to live through it. But we can't just sit by here and do nothing. 7 billion people are gonna die. I just don't know. I'm so frustrated. I could just. He pulls out a gun and out of nowhere, out of his talon, shoots a vase. Sorry.
and I just like embrace him more, and I'm just like, I hate seeing how this has come. I truly do. It just, I personally don't think we can do anything. Jebediah has given him more equipment, and it's just.
Don't understand. That's not what he needed. He's just so powerful on his own.
And that's my point exactly. We can't fight him.
If you fought him, he would just send you into outer space. You wouldn't last but 5 seconds before you died to exposure. And then for me, well, he would just do what he did last time, set a bunch of traps where I couldn't predict them. And he could just overpower me physically. He's just stronger, faster, and better than every way. Even if I nullify his quirk, there's no way I can stop him at his young age. I'm too old for this. I'm too old to fight him.
I just look at him like dead in the eye, and I tell him he has offered both of us a chance to go into an island.
He says,
where
"Do
it's
you
gonna
realize what you're saying? What you're suggesting?" Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but you realize what you're suggesting, right?
Yes, but I don't want to lose you.
At that moment, he stops and he's just like, I can't lose you again either. And if it means that we get to be happy, then I'd rather not sacrifice your life in a fight that would mean nothing. Then I think we know what we need to do.
I nod my head, and I'll take it that we sit there and kind of like just hug each other for like the rest of the day, quote unquote.
Something like that, yeah.
Something on the swords, comforting each other for this.
Comforting each other, H scenes, packing, all within that scene of that day.
Yeah.
By the next day, you will be ready. By the morning of.
All right. Last, you want to do a scene?
Her scene's pretty much taken care of up to this point, I imagine.
I guess I'll tell my parents that, well, we need to move.
Oh, right. You want to do that?
I love how her parents have had zero time.
Except for, like, one scene, but,
like, one scene, and they're the nicest people ever.
So, how would you like to broach that? Would you like to broach that as it just happened offhand, or would you like to roleplay that last scene?
I don't think... I need the challenge. I want to roleplay it.
Alright, so this is during the time that Layla was sent to go, on your orders, to go get Venture and Ovo.
Okay.
So, how would you like to talk to your parents? Carter approaches you, and so does Napoleon, and he says, if you'd like to talk to your parents in person, we can arrange for this sin of wrath.
I'll ask why.
It is what family does. You are part of the family now. Unlike Alexander, who refused to join us, you did, and made the right choice. I'm afraid, though, you and I both know that due to the choices of your friends, the world will still end. But we can save as many people as we can that are chosen. So, we heard
Is
that
there
you'd like
nothing-
to save your parents.
Yes.
Then perhaps it might be better to speak with them in person.
Is there any way I could do this alone?
We can pretend not to hear anything you're saying. Well, at least I can keep out of your thoughts. And as for Carter, he won't look at what he's projecting.
I just don't think they'd take it well from a couple of strangers.
We won't be there. Just let us clone your body so you can be there in person.
Right, I'm ready.
Napoleon puts one hand on your shoulder, and then Carter puts another. And for the first time, you saw what it was like to be like Alexander, as you feel like a portion of you gets transferred to the near location where your parents are, as Carter begins broadcasting as if you're playing like The Sims 3, what your clone is doing. Of course, you can't see directly what your clone's doing from your clone's eyes, but you can see what he's doing through like a third-person perspective. It takes you a while to get used to controlling your clone from like the bird's eye view, but they try to make it as pleasant for you as possible and give you plenty of instructions. After about 15 minutes of stumbling and tripping, you finally can control yourself like a normal human being.
All right, I'll knock on the front door of my parents' house.
Of course, they're in a little shack in the middle of India, helping out people, but this is their last day there. They're coming back to America, as you know. So there was really no knocking necessary. You just kind of whistle through the carpet in front of the hut.
I'll say, Mom, Dad.
They'll say, sweetie? As you see your father, he opens the curtain a little bit and he says, sweetie, how did you...
And I'm going to
How
give
are
him a
you?
big hug.
He's so shocked that he hesitates to hug you for a second, and then just hugs you and says, no, you're the real deal. You smell, breathe, feel like our daughter. But how did you get here?
It's a long story. Dad?
Quick, come into our little humble tent. We're packing for a trip back to America.
Oh, good.
And but you see Mom, she's like, oh, hi, sweetie. You're here?
I'm giving her a hug, too.
You give her a big hug, and she hesitates for a second, too. She's like, no, you smell, breathe, and feel like her daughter, but how did you get here?
Okay, at that point, I'm going to sit down and tell them everything.
They're all kind of like, as you're telling the story, they listen very intently. And as they go through a mix of emotions from happiness from your story initially into bitter sadness, and they say, what do we do? I mean, if that's true, then we're dead if we stay here, and we'll probably die if we go back. And the husband says, yes, in that type of circumstance, if what you're saying's true, the world will collapse and so will the U.S., which means, well, people will be robbing each other in the streets for just basic necessities. People like us, we just can't stand by and watch the world burn. We'll be helping those in need. We'll probably be killed.
But, Mom, Dad,
Yes, sweetie? They say simultaneously.
I've asked that you guys be spared.
Spare?
So there's an island that's going to be created for, that's going to be a sanctuary.
You
A
realize what you're
Yeah?
asking of us, daughter. You're asking us to, one, keep quiet about this, and two, you're asking us not to do what our hearts desire most. If we understand you correctly. And the mother's like, sweetie, I know you're thinking probably what's best for us, but we'd rather be left in America to help people, even if it means if we die.
Please, Mom, just stay there a little while.
And she looks down for a second. Father's just like, well, we don't want to disregard your wishes, but and the fact that you care so much about our lives, we appreciate that, but our passion is in healing others. And this will be a great time for our time to be, because I'm pretty sure that me and your mother can't really do a lot to stop a man willing to kill 7 billion people. It's quite unfortunate. We did a lot of good work here. Yeah, we did. Her mother sighs. It's not a waste, though. We saved a lot of people, sweetie. I know, my darling. He pats his wife on the head. We saved a lot of people. Can we take anybody with us? She asks.
Wait, out of game.
No.
Where are they taking?
You cannot take any Indonesian people with you.
I'm sorry, Mom. I asked for as many people as I could. I've also asked for Aunt and Uncle and my cousin for help.
I assume
To
actually already agreed. Knowing them, they'd probably tag along. But,
and
well,
we're gonna.
sweetie,
They're yeah.
can you walk outside for a moment? Me and your father. No, darling, said your father. If it's a grown-up conversation, she's allowed to be here. Besides, the walls aren't thick enough anyways. Darling, think of this. There will be a lot of people that'll get hurt, but there will be a lot of riots, and we might be needlessly putting ourselves in danger. Why don't we try asking the right questions, sweetie? Darling. And then she's like, okay. Can we return from the island if we so choose?
Yes.
At any time?
Yes. But he cannot guarantee your safety back.
Okay. Then you see your father with a brilliant smile. He's like, well, my wife's a smart gal when she leaves her emotions aside for a second. We will come with you for a time. But when all the world is calmed a little bit, we'd like to go back. We may not return to the island again until we feel satisfied we've done enough to heal others. Even if it means our lives, you do understand that. But we will not risk our lives needlessly. I hope you know that. Hence why we're agreeing. What's the use of it to the world if 2 doctors die trying to help someone when they could have been useful to help 1 million people before they die? Isn't that right, my brilliant and sweet daughter?
I'll start. I'll nod and smile and maybe cry a little.
Your father does what he normally does when you cry. He wipes away one tear, and then he puts it under his eye, and he says, see, now we're both crying.
Okay. Aww. And
it's okay. We can all be sad once in a while.
I'll hug him again.
And this time the mother joins in a hug. It's a group hug. She says, don't worry. We'll be home in America shortly. Just tell us where you need us to be, and we'll be ready, okay?
I'll tell them exactly where they need to be.
They say, understood. We don't know how you got here, but it was good seeing you again in person.
I'll maybe slightly look to the left, kind of as a, whoops. Not in person, but okay. I'm not gonna say that out loud.
You hear Napoleon in your head. Do you want us to have your clone of you disappear in front of them, or would you like that somewhere else?
Just wait a minute.
Understood, sister.
I hate when he calls me that. I gotta get going. My lift back is going to be taking me. Is waiting.
Okay, you'll have to explain that to us someday, alright? It's
I will.
like, you'd probably benefit the technological world if you did. If you're able to get here that fast. And get back that quickly.
I'll tell you. Some other time.
I'm sure you will, daughter of ours. I'm sure you will. Says your father as he pats you on the back and escorts you out of the tent. Now, go along. I'm sure you have plenty of things to do. They call it Sin of Wrath. Is that what they called you? Nah, I'm just messing with you, daughter. Man, those people are sure twisted. I hope you don't have to work with them for long. But I know you're doing the right thing. You have our support. Thank you for trying to save 7 billion people. We appreciate that.
But I don't know if... But it seems like it wasn't even worth it, because they're all gonna die anyways.
Don't you dare say that. Remember, what you do now to save one person now can mean something for a lifetime for the people that you did save, even if you couldn't save them all. You know that better than anyone.
You're right, as always.
I mean, if we thought that way, think about it, we're about to lose all the patients we just worked on. We hope that at least one of them survives to tell the tale of how maybe those doctors will come back one day and maybe help them out again. But I doubt they'll survive a nuclear holocaust. Well, go along. We've got a lot to do. Some goodbyes that need to be said now.
I'll see you soon.
As you turn away, you can kind of see your father tear up a little bit as he turns back and goes in the tent. Is now a good time, says Napoleon.
Yes.
You hear him say, give him an audible sigh as if he's a little tired from doing this. As you feel the clone part of you just dissipate with no real consequence to you. But for Carter doesn't let go yet, as you see like the full effect of your clone vanishing away and just emptiness of the tent. As the vision finally dissipates and he lets go as well. Carter just says, that's a pretty touching moment. I almost wish that we had families like yours. I'm glad that we get to bring them to Arcadia. I hope you know that. I'm sure our master would be proud of what you've done.
I don't say anything back.
It takes time to get used to this type of family, but hey. It took me a while, he says, as he starts walking away, hands in his pocket. Napoleon starts following Carter as he's like, oh, and as requested, we have already located Monica and Sherry. Sherry's already been picked up. She found her somewhere in the woods nearby. As for Monica, well, we'll have her evacuated during the event, but she will be safe.
Thank you.
No problem. It is good to work with you. He begins walking away.
I'm still in that underground base, right?
Yes.
I'm guessing I haven't left since I arrived, which I guess was a couple hours ago.
Uh-huh. Which you're free to leave at any time.
I'm not planning on leaving.
Right.
I mean, I'd probably have packed all my bags expecting that I would be stuck down there for weeks or months or even years on end. Well, not years.
Oh, of course. Whatever. They have you well supplied down there.
Okay. Guess all I could do is just wait for the apocalypse.
Okay, so you want a time skip then, or do you have anything else that needs to get done?
No. Well, I'm guessing I'll have a chance to talk to Sherry and Monica after the apocalypse.
Yeah, when you guys are all getting transported to Arcadia initially, yes.
So I'd like to clarify. Lassie will be at Arcadia, yes?
Oh, of course.
And I'm probably going to invite you to, like, tea or something.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Out of game, I don't care how I'm feeling. In game, my character's not exactly happy.
With me?
When she finds out you joined. Yeah.
I can understand.
Yeah, her
I
character
only
doesn't
think-
have enough context to understand quite yet.
Yeah, no, my character doesn't have enough context. For all I know, you just joined because you didn't want to die.
No, I joined because I realized he could kill the universe, and I wanted to make sure he didn't.
Well, technically, you're just gonna sit there and watch him blow up the entire world.
That's not entirely true if it wasn't for the fact of the other guys. But we'll get to that in a moment. Civi, is there
I
anything you want to take
know.
care of for the 2 days? Besides packing?
For me, I've already packed. I don't. Well, should I?
Should you?
I'm thinking if I should contact my dad. Well, is Tom going or no?
Oh yeah, Tom's been secured due to Lassie as well.
Oh, okay. Well then,
Is it too late for me to ask for Ova's dad?
Their family is. Wait, how influential is your father?
Very.
Is he in the military?
Yes.
Okay, he's gonna get totally murdered. So, anyways, the point is, no, your dad is a high-value target that does not need to live.
All right, that's great.
Not that Zero sees him as a threat, but he sees him as a point to put political pressure on the world.
Yeah. I love you, Dad.
Do you want to roleplay that, or you just give him a phone call and just give him like a somber goodbye with like deep contextual meanings?
Yeah, I get it.
As you know, he's gonna get killed soon after the apocalypse.
Yeah, because I can't do anything to save him.
Hmm.
Why did they have to poke the fucking bear?
Unless you can tell me that for one, your father would be okay with living on an island where he's safe for the rest of his days, but he has to give up everything.
Yeah, no, my father would. No, yeah, no.
Okay, just making sure, because I don't want to take away that opportunity from you, but if you feel that he wouldn't take it, just by nature of his character, yes, he needs to die then. But if not,
Yeah, no.
he can live.
He's literally like, he believes in pure justice, so
He will
like,
receive
he'll-
pure justice back then.
well, no, like I mean, like kill evil, like just kill evil, like flat on, like even if it causes world peace or something, like he would still try to fight.
I'm thinking him and, Zero would get along just fine. They just have different ways of doing it.
Have different ways of doing it. Yeah, one subtly controls the world, and then when he finds out that they're gonna spread bad rumors, he literally nukes the entire world. Says, "Hey, have fun."
Hey, you can blame the three people that actually poked the bear.
I know, and I tell DDM all the time, "Why did you fucking do that?"
Hey, as it made them feel good. Like that's the whole point of this campaign is what would you do? And that's why we're here today, you two.
We decided, hey, let's have world peace. The others are like, no, let's kill him.
Let's kill them, killing 7 billion people at the same time. Good job.
What you call it? The true ending. Am I allowed to know now, or do I have to wait for the stream?
You'd have to wait for the stream, because technically you're still a part of it.
Technically.
Though you have no influence on it, you're still a part of it.
If they get the bad ending, can you tell us the true ending afterwards?
Oh, the true bad ending? Because there's 3 endings they can get. The true neutral ending, true bad ending, and true good ending.
Did I get true good?
No, you got the quote-unquote good ending.
I didn't expect it. Like, I couldn't kill him.
Hey, I'm glad you came to that conclusion. At least your character did.
Yeah, my character came up with that. I've already said several times I play by the character. I don't play by me.
Good on you. So
trust me, it's funny when you have to play like a retarded person because like you make the stupidest decision.
Right? No, I get you.
Okay,
there.
out of game, would Venture fight in the final boss fight?
Oh no, he would rather. Again, his character is so defeated at this point. He'd rather spend the rest of his life miserable, but at least with the one he loves.
Yeah, kind of like my character. My character's doesn't exactly. Well, it's like she basically made a vow that if Zero does ever lose power, she will work her best to recover the shame and like recover her pride and all that good stuff.
Yeah, you and Venture both.
So let's hope that they actually win.
Again, that is the preferred ending. Is the true good ending, which has a lot of fluff in it. Well, for you guys, still.
I do want to know all the endings because I know I won't be able to play your campaign again.
I mean, the endings are very much predicated on what you guys do, so I can tell you what's called a good ending, I can tell you what's called a bad ending, but there's not a lot I can do to tell how the game exactly ends, since you guys get to make the ending, depending on how it ends.
I get what you mean.
There, see, that's the difficulty, but that's besides the point. I guess we'll time skip to where you guys are on the boat heading towards the island.
Sure thing.
So there you see Seiji Joshua, as you see on the screen. He stands at the helm of the boat and says, "Welcome to the SS Arcadia. I, the son of the Joshua lineage that has helped our master, our Lord and Savior Zero, or if you want to call him Alpha Knight or Martin or Arthur, it matters not, but our master, our Lord and Savior, has spared each and every single one of you, all 400 of you, as a matter of fact, have been a benefit to his plan in one way or another, and have chosen to serve him with loyalty and fealty that others have yet to express. So therefore, as we begin this voyage to the great paradise that, through our Savior and governed by myself, we will create a peace that the world has never seen before. And we will bring this peace to others, for there will be others that will join us. Therefore, be well, be glad, and enjoy. Many of the Trinity 7 members are here with us, and will assist you in any way we can. You are all family now. Have faith. We have a plan." That is all.
I hang my head in shame.
I silently grip my fist with blood.
Venture holds your bloody hand. It just tries to comfort you by holding it. Symbolically meaning that you guys are linked by blood now, you know?
Oh, my blood. Yeah, no, then, I don't know, keep going.
And with that, you see, Seiji go into his office, and it's a glass office, so you can see him sit down and working on paperwork and stuff. And you see near him in that classroom, you see a blue-headed girl who's just typing furiously on a computer, and you see two other guys just discussing, one that looks like a Canadian and the other one looks like a Russian.
Heck, while I'm here, can I quirk snipe them?
Actually, no, I'm trying to think who would be here. Oh yeah, the Russian wouldn't be there. So just the Canadian, Seiji Joshua, and Kokoro are there on the boat.
I thought all Canadians were supposed to be nice.
He is very nice. He just spared your lives.
That's not what I mean, but...
I'll probably...
But yeah, you quirk side him. You see that the quirk on Kokoro is all over her body.
What is her quirk?
Super hacker. In other words, she doesn't have to code to be a hacker. She just has to put her hand on the computers and to use her quirk.
That's the most overpowered ability ever.
That's why she's the ultra hacker.
Okay, I just want to go over all the
But she does code in real life, as you can tell. She's typing furiously.
Okay, I want to go over all the quirks and quirk locations of all the Trinity 7.
The ones that are here, or the ones that... You've seen them all at this point, so I guess I can tell you. But Seiji Joshua, his quirk is only in his fingertips. And it does have to do with brainwashing, but only to those who are mentally retarded. Mm-hmm. And as for Carter, his quirk is only in his mind. Because you can tell he's an Esper.
Mm-hmm.
Since he's an Esper, his quirk only works by his mind. He's a powerful Esper, though.
What is an Esper?
It means someone that has control of the metaphysical, like, telekinetics or psychonetics, etc., so forth. But his is purely in the premonition department, but it's only direct premonition of what's happening right now in a certain location.
Premonition, isn't that like foreseeing?
Yes. So that's why you can see everywhere all the time.
Is he Santa?
He can be if he wanted to. As for Napoleon, his quirk is mostly focused with a connection to his hands and his brain. There's like a direct connection.
What is Napoleon's quirk?
Super cloning.
Oh yeah.
And I'm guessing every time he makes a clone, there's a connection, the string coming out of anyone's brain kind of connected to him?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's where the string comes from. You even noticed it when he cloned you. As for, you already know where Layla's is, so no need to go into that. And you know where Zero is just a literal piece of matter being held together by Alpha Knight's quirk.
And I know who Alpha Knight is, what Alpha Knight's quirk is, so I think that's everyone.
Yep.
I just want to know what it was.
I'd like to add that Layla is now technically a giant buff dude.
In her normal form, yes. But
But
she's always shapeshift as Layla at this point, unless she needs to be otherwise.
I still can't believe you made her power sex-driven.
Why not?
I mean, you're not wrong. My question is who's doing it? Because I know Zero doesn't have a dick.
Alpha Knight does.
I'm not going to ask anymore. Let's keep going.
There you go, smart man.
Smart man.
And with that, the ship finally gets to an island that is not on any map, but has been completely, apparently made from the ground up by Alpha Knight himself, only a day prior.
I'm actually gonna, I guess during the journey, I'm gonna look around, make sure everyone I requested is there.
They're all there.
Okay.
Monica seems a little frightened because she's just like, how did I get here? What? Why am I was just next to the other guys. Wait, what?
I'll go over to her and say, "Hey, Monica."
Oh, Lassie, someone I recognize. Oh, thank goodness. You're here. But I was grabbed and then I was here somehow. I was the bag over my head and they just said not for me to struggle. I thought I was. Where's Jebediah?
Oh,
do I know what Jebediah is?
Oh, you know that right about now he's exposing Alpha Knight.
I'm gonna say I don't know.
Oof,
lying.
Did I press the button?
Sure, she's not gonna lie check you though, but she's just like, I just don't understand. Why are we here? Why am I here? I was supposed to be next to him to see if his plan worked.
Monica?
Where is he?
Jebediah is going to expose Alpha Knight, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, but I guess I just don't even know if that's... Look, what's going on? Tell me, Lassie.
Alpha Knight is going to let it happen.
What do you mean? Are you saying they're right? So
yes.
You see Sherry kind of peek up behind her. So what my dear Alexander said was right all along?
Yes.
They both get this sigh of sadness as you see Monica just getting ready to. But I have Jebediah's child. If he does that, he's gonna die. Please, you gotta stop this. Please, please. She grabs you by the shoulder and she's just shaking you like, please stop this. You have some connections to him, right? I can't let our own child be fatherless.
I'm gonna really quickly do quirk sight to. Well, no. I'm gonna use my quirk to check to see if there actually is a baby in there.
You can see that there's something developing in where her
egg is.
The eggs are.
Well, yeah, okay. So I'm like, okay, calm down. I'll do everything I can.
Quote unquote.
As you say that, you get the sudden feeling of boom. Boom, 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 like the earth shakes. The earth literally shakes.
I'm gonna brace myself for any impact for all impact.
It does send up a fairly good wave, like some waves are kicking up as everyone begins screaming and shouting because they're confused, and you hear Seiji come over them. No need to fear. That was just our master's plan in action. You've all now been spared.
Tsunami, all of a sudden everyone dies.
Do not worry. We are protected by his grace. The rest of the world has perished. That is all. Boop.
I'd like to add, does that mean that, like, for all my knowledge, everyone's dead?
As far as you know, you have no idea what the frick he just said. Besides, everyone has perished. And as far as you can tell, okay, yeah, you know that the world just got nuked. Or at least everyone but America.
Because fuck the other nation.
He just didn't want to deal with them.
After all this, I think, oh, crap, I may have just made a promise that I can no longer keep because they could be dead right now.
And
so
they are.
And I'm actually going to leave Monica for... I'm going to excuse myself from Monica and Sherry.
She's kind of a little belligerent, and Sherry's just like, don't worry, I'll take care of her, okay? She's not used to handling things like this. It's okay, Monica. Here, come with me. Let's just talk this out. You hear as you begin walking away.
And I'm just going to run to Joshua's office.
Okay,
and knock on the
run
door.
Up several flights of stairs, and you finally get up to the glass building where, you know, the door opens right before you knock, and he says, "Come in. You preferred if I didn't call you by your title. Fine then. Oh, Lassie, come in."
I enter, and I'll look at Carter, and I'll ask if he could show me Jebediah, Bjorn, and Alexandre.
He shakes his head with a solemn look. I can only focus on things that exist.
They're dead?
He nods. I'm sorry, but that was their consequence. For now. But
what do you mean, for now?
You remember our conversation, don't you? That they had to pay a price worse than death because of this? It seems you've forgotten. That's okay. Just know, my dear beloved friend and brother has stayed behind in America to perform a resurrection technique on them. He is using a special cloning technique that requires not only the use of his quirk permanently, but he also requires some of his life force. A lot of it, as a matter of fact. He will most certainly die within the next couple months. On the request of Alpha Knight, he is using a forbidden technique that his quirk only has access to. Life transfer technique. He will be transferring the lives of those that have been killed into the clones he created for them. They will be resurrected within a week.
I think there will be a hint of sadness in my eyes for, I'll give a sigh of relief, but also I'll have a little tinge of sadness for Napoleon. Even though I don't like anyone in the Trinity 7, I think after a few days, I would start to feel a little pity towards them.
I understand this is a lot to take in, but you have to understand, Alpha Knight needs them to learn from their mistakes. It was better than killing them. They have so much potential after all. Or at least in Alpha Knight's words, they have potential for helping him control the masses.
What do you mean?
Isn't it clear? They're an example. They can be an example. If they persist to attack him at this point, Alpha Knight will use you like he intended to in the beginning, to take away the quirks of those who oppose him as an ultimate form of punishment.
Remembering my promise, I'll say, I understand.
Then you hear Sage Jaisho pop up. Yes, it's all quite glorious and stuff. The thing is, I have my island. That's all that matters. Well, okay, it's technically his island, but I will govern it, and you can be rest assured, as the governor, I will make sure that your wishes are fulfilled. You are part of the family now, I guess. And you hear Kokuru, you see Kokuru give you a thumbs up. She doesn't say anything, though. Keeps typing.
I'll look down and nod.
So, what Carter said is correct, but do be aware, from time to time, we'll have you go back to the mainland. for business. I'm sure Alpha Knight will have more than one person that needs their quirk taken away. It's just part of the deal, you see. I hope that won't dampen any plans, but Alpha Knight does need to make sure that less people die. He doesn't like killing people too much. Well, okay, after the 7 billion people, that is. But I do hope you help minimize the casualties. Casualties aren't good for business. Not my kind of business.
I understand.
Well, good. Any other questions?
No.
Just hurry along then, Lassie. I'm sure you have plenty of people that have plenty of questions. I have some work to get done to make sure all this stuff is basically like America, so the government functions nominally.
I'll nod and then leave.
The
If you
door
want-
closes behind you as you leave.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to function like a good country, we should copy communism. No, I'm kidding.
That's a terrible way to go. Even Zero knows that. It's either monarchy or nothing.
It's monarchy or nothing.
Okay.
Out of game real quick.
Mhm.
So Alex had the chance to join?
At one point during a secret roleplay.
Really?
Yes, but he chose not to.
What was his reason not to?
He couldn't work with the bad guy. He didn't. Again, he's a good. His character ultimately plays true justice.
Yeah, that's why I decided not to do True Justice.
So.
I believe in true justice, but not the cost of billions of lives.
I believe in the greater good.
And the greater good meant 7 billion lives.
Well, that wasn't my choice to fuck with the fucking dragon who can literally wipe out the earth.
With the snap of his fingers.
Was he Thanos 2.0?
Yes. He just has easy ways to do it.
Please tell me in the boss fight, you give him like a gauntlet he made for fun.
Wait, what?
You don't get it? You make him like the gauntlet of power?
He already made the gauntlet for Thantos just so he could kick his trash.
Are you serious?
Don't you remember that? The first, third session in? Oh, wait, you weren't there for that. Well,
I wasn't there, remember?
yeah, no, he created a gauntlet that could defeat Alpha Knight. So Alpha Knight created a gauntlet to defeat himself, but it was a lie, and Thantos thought he could use it. And then when it didn't work, Alpha Knight kicked his trash.
That's fucked up. Alright, that's good. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's been setting up villains for so long, it's not even funny. 70 plus years.
I thought it was 60.
60, somewhere around that time.
So are you telling us some of the boss fights we've had,
All the boss fights you've had have been set up by him.
damn.
He has manipulated each and every single one of you since the episode 1.
Damn.
He's good.
Yeah. I out of game. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna say that on stream. Keep going.
Okay. With that, anything else you want to take care of, Lassie, as the boat ride keeps going? The island's coming up pretty close. It's basically the size of a small continent.
Will there be time to do stuff after we get on the island?
Sure.
Okay.
All the comforts of life are there. It's basically like nothing changes. Besides, there's only 400 people.
Gotcha.
Oh, God. You better like all the people in there.
Yeah, they're all friends and family that people requested for in the Trinity 7. And
Oh,
then some of
God.
those requested friends and family and so forth.
Imagine if everyone kept going into the entire world.
Well, that's the plan. That's the plan.
Well, yeah, no, my character's just uneasy just watching things happen.
I don't think I'll have anything else to do.
And thus, the boat ride concludes as everyone begins to funnel out of the boat onto their island. Again, you hear an announcement of the king. Again, the island is built for a nation, and currently our nation is small, so we will be limited to just the city at the time being. You are welcome to walk around and view the other parts of the nation on your own liberty and free time, but do know that none of the services will be operable there. We are trying to conserve energy and power, even though we have an unlimited supply. We are trying to be practical. So feel free to use the city as much as possible. Go exploring. This is yours. We'll go over rules and legislation tomorrow. Feel free to get settled in and choose your humble abodes as you're choosing. We'll have jobs ready for you according to your liking. And we must begin making this place a functioning society.
I'll probably want to live in a house with my parents just because. I mean, yeah, I'm old enough to have my own place and probably could get my own place, but I don't want my own place. I'm going to be dealing with nightmares, and I want my parents nearby.
Of course. So just
Do they have a log cabin?
Hmm?
Never mind, keep going.
I was gonna say, so out of game, they will go through a lot of explanations of how the country itself will work. The more it grows, the more island will be necessary to use. There is lots to do. You have all the luxuries of normal living, and the Trinity Seven the three of the Trinity Seven that are there will often be roaming around, taking care of business. You will each be asked to, continue to live your lives as normal. So that means get a job. Live your life comfortably, peacefully. Exchange with currency system, which will be the Arcadia currency. So whatever money you had back in America will be translated into Arcadia currency, which is only valid in Arcadia. Etc. so forth. So it's going to run exactly like America for the most part. Except with different leaders. The head leader being the master. And then the one who's basically the puppet is Seiji Joshua, known as the president. They call him the president of the island. And the Trinity 7 members are the governors. Or the senators, etc. so forth.
Wait, I'm going to have to do Senate work?
Not necessarily. They'll kind of leave that up to people who want to be politicians, but you guys are ultimate decision makers when things come down to brass tacks.
Mm-hmm.
The more you want to be involved, you can be, but basically, if you don't want to be involved at all, Seiji Joshua will take care of it for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Hero work is not an applicable job since there will always be peace.
Gotcha.
Damn it. There goes my career.
But you can still use your quirks to form a career of some kind.
What the fuck am I gonna be?
I don't know. You can be a blacksmith, or I don't know, a wood fireman, or a fire.
You could give people rights.
I am not letting you know how that went last time.
Sorry, I forgot. You could be like a mail delivery person.
That's good.
I was actually thinking of that as a joke.
But yeah, you can just to pick a job you want, whatever makes your characters the most happy. Right now it's day 1 of the Day of Terror on America. So, but for you guys, it's a day of peace. Out of game, if you want to know what's going on in America, all you have to do is ask one of the Trinity 7, and they won't. It's not like they won't tell you. They're just not gonna go up and say, "Hey, you want to know terrible things are happening in America?" You're gonna have to ask them.
Can I get a log cabin in the woods?
Sure.
All right, I'm very happy about that. There's a log cabin, and then there's like a little, not a little, like a decent sized shed made for pure blacksmithing, I guess.
Sure.
All right, boom, done.
Of course, you're gonna have to build some of that.
I know, of course. My character can build it. I have invention.
Of course.
Okay.
Venture, kind of, as he's walking off the ship with his
I didn't
things.
mean Venture. I meant and I have Inventor.
No, I mean Venture. Sorry, I was just gonna do some role playing with you. Venture begins walking off the ship. He's like, I never thought this day would come. The day I actually work under Zero. Well, I guess whatever you want to call him. I suppose in this country we have to call him Master or something. Something that gives him ode. It burns me to my very core.
I couldn't help myself, so I crack a joke and I go, he probably makes us called Master because he's compensating for something. But besides that,
I wish you were right. But what would he have to compensate for?
I'm not going to get into any more detail on that. I was
owns everything now. You see him put a weak smile on, as if he's deeply depressed. But then he smiles, a true smile, as he looks at you and says, "But the good news is, We'll still have each other. I won't lose you again.
I smile and I just give him a firm hug, and I guess we go and we start building our log cabin.
And he works hard with you, of course, as you begin. This doesn't take too long because a lot of the supplies are given to you, et
Yeah.
cetera, so forth. And
I'm literally a giant dragon that can just.
of course, Venture steps away when you turn into your giant dragon, so you can do your dragon thing. But when you want like help, he asks you to step away or help him in human form. It's kind of this back and forth little montage of him making some mistakes, as he's not a very good builder, as you've noticed. He's a pretty good military man, and he takes orders well, but you end up doing a lot of the work, comically. As he kind of says in the montage, I spent my whole life trying to kill Zero. I never thought I'd build a home for Zero. What a
It's
shame.
It's not for Zero. It's for us.
Aww. He actually just smiles and thanks us. You're right. It is for us. In our future.
Continue building.
Montage continue.
Oh, did my pet Komodo dragon come with me?
Yes.
I forgot about it.
And he does montage stuff by eating insects from getting near you.
he's the pest control.
He's your makeshift pest control.
I mean, it works. I guess my scene's kind of cut off. Lassie, if you want to go ahead and do something.
I actually texted Red something, but
And during this montage, by the time you guys get nearly done, all the groundwork's done. The main house is set up. It just needs some furnishing to be built, and you guys have just started work on your smithing shed. As he wipes some sweat off his brow and says, "Oh, looks like we have a visitor." And then he gives kind of a scowl. He says, "We have a visitor, sweetie." In a disappointed voice.
Confused with his reaction, I look over and I notice. I guess I notice Lassie.
Yep.
All
Okay.
right.
Before this, I'm guessing during that time, my family and I have been working on building a hospital / clinic / doctor's office.
The hospital and clinic have already been built for you.
Well, rather we people it, and I'm on my break or something like that.
Yeah.
My character doesn't know you betrayed, so
Venture puts a hand out towards you and says, "Don't go rabid just yet. This is one of our master's apostles."
Confused look. I give a confused look for a second. Takes me a little while to process it. Then a frown grows on my face as I just walk, as I kind of slowly walk up to you and go, "Hi."
Hi.
So then, is it true that you work for Zero now?
I'll look down at the ground, ashamed.
Is there currently a door near me? Like, are we at the front of my house?
Well, you guys are at the front porch of your house, so you got plenty of open pasture. You see Venture cleaning one of his rifles and redoing it. You can tell he's not going to resist whatever Lassie does because that would be a crime. But
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
is
he's
just
not
actively ignoring her because he's not very happy with her.
Yeah. How rude my character be. Hold on, I gotta judge this. You can say anything you want right now. I'm just judging on how rude my character is gonna be.
How are you guys holding? How are you guys doing?
Pretty good. Besides the fact that we're technically slaves now.
Then you hear Venture say, "Sweetie, we're not slaves. We're grateful citizens of this country. Remember that." He gives a wink and then a frown at you.
I give like one of those like bad humor kind of like small like smiles, and then it instantly goes back to like a frown and looks over waiting for Lassie's reply.
No, you're right. We're stuck. Well, we're not stuck here. We could go back, but
Wait, we're stuck here? I didn't realize you thought of us as equals, says Venture. Sorry, I mean, Thank you for your appreciating us.
Ooh, sass, damn.
You could tell Venture's a little upset right now.
A little.
I look over at Venture and go, honey, I'm gonna go to the smithy real quick with our friend. Don't worry, I won't do anything extreme. I'm just gonna go and have a chat.
Right then a bullet whizzes by your face, Lassie.
Wait, what?
And he says, you almost got, there was a squirrel right behind you.
Okay, I'm gonna look back to see, is there
And
actually
there's a squirrel missing a head. He says, I got food for tonight, sweetie.
I mean, I could have hunted a deer, but I'll take it.
You know, it was just there. He gets up to go pick up the carcass.
I'll keep my distance, but I'll...
I start walking to the smithy, giving a look of expectation for you to come with me.
Me?
Yeah, of course you. I just said you and me are gonna have a talk in the smithy.
Oh, I missed that. I'm going to follow you.
Alright, we go through the smithy. Can I describe how it looks or no?
Grab what?
I wanted to... No, never mind. I won't go into detail of that. I take up one of the stools and I sit down. I do not offer you a stool, by the way. Just to clarify. I look at you and I go, why did you do it?
I thought if I joined him, he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't blow up the world.
Well, you were sorely mistaken.
Yeah, I know.
I give a heavy sigh and I just look at you and go, how much do you regret it?
I regret it so much.
I shake my head. I look in the distance for a little bit, thinking. And I just look at you and go, I don't normally forgive people, but I will try. We will start from scratch. And I want to have a better relationship because, to be honest, I don't know anyone else here besides Venture. But
And Tom?
you have to prove to me for my trust.
Speaking of trust, I noticed that Venture seems a little older than he claims to be. What was going on?
It's a little thing called stress.
Okay, out of game. Do I know about his time travel? No, he told us. He told us.
He's in his, I'd say, late 50s.
I'd like to add there's a huge ass.
And I'll bring up that he already told me about his time dimensions, his dimension hopping adventure. And then I'll say, I could DH him for you. Or at least I could try. I don't know if it's possible with his quirk. But
I'm not the one you need to talk to about that. I'm perfectly fine with the way he looks. For I don't judge someone by their appearance, I judge them by their actions.
I'm more worried about him dying, well, earlier than you.
I kind of, you see, I'd like to add that my character has never thought up of this, by the way. So actively, she's kind of having those thoughts fly in her head. Hold on. I think I got a message. Nope, never mind. Just me being retarded. Oh, really? I did not know that. Thank you for that, Red. right, then I start thinking about it. And I go, I would love for you to do it, but it's not my choice to pick what he wants. I approve of it, and I know he's suffering, but the final decision goes to him.
I understand. I'll ask. But thank you for being so understanding.
I just kind of nod my head, um, and I just sit up from the stool, and I just kind of walk you out the door, like a casual walk out the door. Um, and I assume we walk back over to Venture if you're going with me.
I'll go with you.
And you see him now skinning the squirrel. It says, "Oh, your conversation went well, I hope."
Mm.
It went better than I expected, and I know
Oh,
you're gonna.
surprise me so. Well, I've no stranger to surprises. He looks down.
I give him like a hug of like just pure like love, and just like I understand. Don't worry.
I'm gonna look away because I'm assuming that your clothes are gonna fall. That you're gonna revert to a naked lady at this point.
What?
Well, I mean, remember your quirk nullifies when you get near him, so if you don't wear clothes.
Well, no, my bra isn't my bra and stuff isn't a part of the clothing. Like it's not a part of my quirk.
Okay, so you actually are wearing something.
Yeah, I'm wearing something. It's like wearing a bikini constantly.
I'm
So
still
she just
gonna
looks less clothed now.
I'm probably gonna look away a little bit of embarrassment.
Well, as you look away, he's just like, "So, did she? I assume it was as I told you. She did it to save the world."
She did. And
And just as I predicted, it was because of the others that the world ended. Not her fault. And the world would have been fine if they had done nothing. Was I right in assuming that?
I look over to her.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. He just shakes his head. He says, "And this reality is too similar to mine."
Damn. I like to add how like originally he said this is a very different one, and then as soon as like we discovered the entire like actual plot,
Mm-hmm.
he's like, this is very similar.
The only difference is your names are changed, and some body features of humans are different in this one.
Body features?
No one had pinky toes.
I start chuckling. My character actively starts chuckling.
And you notice he didn't have pinky toes.
Oh, really? I thought they were like chopped off. My character thought they were chopped off.
Yeah, the first Ventures ones were chopped off conveniently too, so hence why he blended in so well.
Imagine if that's the reason how he got caught. It was because because he had one extra toe.
Right.
Or one toe. Damn. I look at him with a serious face and I go, Lassie is able to reverse people's ages, and I know you've been coughing up blood.
I didn't think you noticed.
Kinda hard not to notice when you get the white rag covered in red.
I'm sorry you had to see that. I've been trying to keep that a secret for a long time. After all, I'm getting old, and well, all the battles I've been in and all the wounds I've taken, well, one of them hasn't quite gone away yet. He just kind of looks to the distance. I cannot accept.
And why is that?
Her quirk will not work on me.
Nullification?
Well, that is, if you put me in a state of near death where my quirk isn't active, then maybe it just might. Maybe being unconscious is all I would need. But I've never been unconscious in battle. I'm just too good, he kind of says, but this time he wasn't smiling.
Forced tranquilizers into him. Little did he know.
You know, I'm sure at the hospital we have stuff to essentially put him either in a near-death state or knock him unconscious.
Oh, do you?
We should. I mean, I don't see why we wouldn't.
That's actually probably a good idea. Then, if you could, I would like to spend the rest of my life with Ovo. But in order to do that, I can't. I will be dying soon. So please, if you could, just at least heal my condition. And maybe bring me down 20 or so years. He kind of looks away, ashamed.
I giggle and I'm like, I don't care about your age, sweetie. If I did, I wouldn't be dating you.
He's like, shut up. Look, I just want to live a bit longer, okay? You don't want me dying like 30 years earlier than you, right?
No.
Exactly, so you can shut up.
I'll look at them and think, how did these two become a couple? But
Destiny?
I'll
Destiny hardcore.
And with that, I guess we'll just schedule an appointment at the doctor's office.
No need for appointments for an apostle.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
and essentially the daughter of the two heads of
The head of health and nursing. It's another Rick and Morty reference.
I noticed.
All right.
Even in Arcadia, Rick and Morty is still worshipped.
I just like to add, I swear to God, if you do a Morty reference like with like one of them coming through a portal, I think I'll lose my shit.
Now I can't do it. He screwed it up.
Okay, out of game, I know you gave me the answer to this, but I want you to explain what happened to Rick and Morty.
This is the dimension with the squirrels.
So essentially, the squirrels
Morty screwed up right before the apocalypse, and he talked to the squirrels.
Oh God!
So they had to pack their crap and leave.
I'm done. I leave now.
All right. I guess. All right. To the hospital. I can't do the sound.
And with that, you managed to actually knock him out and get him into a near-death state by drugs and other methods.
All right. Do I need a roll?
Not really. It just takes a long time. Let's see. Would any of these be appropriate? And after some time, you actually begin to... Same thing with Alpha Knight. You begin to see like his DNA change, slowly being reversed to a younger man's body. As you kind of see his muscles grow a little bit, just a little bit more, just into their youth. As he gets to like, age like 5 years older than, Ovo, just to be on the safe side.
20. Alright.
So he's back in his 20s, what his age should be.
Gotcha.
Hey.
And with that, as your quirk finally stops working because the drugs run out, and you guys forget to replace it, or you guys don't because you know it was going to take that long, your quirk just stops working on him. As he begins waking up, he's just like, oh my gosh, I feel great. He looks at his hands. It's like, a few less scars than I anticipated. But I was still pretty scarred up when I was in my 20s, I guess. And you notice he actually looks a bit more handsome. Noticeably handsome. Like, it's not like, you may not care what he looks like, but it is nice.
I'd like to add, I kind of like clap, and like a little like cute clap, like and I go over to Lassie and I whisper as a joke. I say, "I like this a little bit better, to be honest."
I'll giggle like a girly giggle.
As you do that girly giggle, he like leans up, and since there's only a sheet covering him, like it exposes his abs and pecs, and he's a lot bulkier now. Like toned though, very toned. Instead of having like, scars in weird places, there's scars in the right places, and
I'm gonna look away in embarrassment.
And he's just like, as he scratches his head, it looks like he's flexing, but he's not.
What you call it? A single thing of drool is kind of slowly falling out.
And then he's just like, man, I feel like I could actually go do my standard workout routine again. How about Ovo? Want to do my famous 1,000-year death workout?
My character, though she is not a dog, because for the very simple fact I have a tail, it starts wagging, and I'm just like, yes.
And he's like, let's go. And he says, just know, I don't trust you, but I respect what you did.
Thank you.
And
and one more thing.
he puts his hand on your shoulder and says, you did the right thing for what you could do. Don't you ever regret that. The only one that has regrets should be me. And then he starts walking away.
As he's walking away, I'll say, oh, one more thing.
Mm.
Please don't tell anyone. If anyone asks, we healed an old wound. Don't tell anyone about the age reversing process.
Top secret.
should-
I get it. Classified. Can't talk about it. He gives you a wry smile and a wink.
And I'll smile back and wave him off. Like, sort of a thank you.
Oh, he says, you know what? I know this probably won't mean anything to you, but he rummages through his pocket and he says, here, and puts his hand out towards you.
Wait, is he offering to shake my hand?
No, he's got something in his hand. He's pointing it towards you.
And I'll take it.
And it's a locket.
Aw.
He says, I think you should open it.
I was going to say, I inspect and open it.
As you do, you see a picture of you and your family.
Oh.
Wait, is there anything unique about this picture of me and my family?
It has different names in it. Besides that, they look exactly like you. And he says, you took this photo the day before the apocalypse. The day before I exposed Alpha Knight. And when you were beheaded, well,
Ooh.
I managed to grab this from your corpse.
There goes all the good vibes.
So I think it belongs to you.
Thank you.
He smiles. And he says, remember, the only one with regrets should be me. Okay?
Okay.
And he walks out the door.
Before after she walks out, I give Lassie like a trusting hug, and I look at her with like a slight smile. I go, "Don't forget to visit."
I won't.
And then like I kind of just let's see how anime I can go. I just scream out in the most anime voice I possibly can. Way!
Ara chatamate!
As I run up and catch up.
And so you do, and prepare for the 1,000-year of death of workout.
Yeah. Lastly, if you have anything you want to do, please do it because I gotta go.
Oh crap! I'm running out of things to.
And the last thing that
say.
needs to get done is the scene with Monica and Sherry.
Okay, I guess I'm going out to tea with those two.
And with and let's just pretend Ovo's there. A couple days pass.
Okay.
And you guys are out having tea, and we're gonna do some happy music for the first time in a long time. As you guys finally get used to your way of life, everyone's performing their jobs. Monica's still in her waitress uniform as she sits down and says, whew, sorry it took me so long. All those orders took forever. As you see Sherry, she's in a nurse outfit. Also, your mom and dad were great today. They saved another life.
I know, they save a lot of lives.
It's too bad they'll be leaving pretty soon. Well, I learned a lot from him, so I'm hoping that maybe I can carry on with when I become a doctor. I never thought I'd say that. I thought I'd be a street rat for the rest of my life, or at least a wife. Darn it, Alexander, he had to go get himself killed. I'm so mad at him right now.
Out of game, I told them about how they're going to be resurrected in a few days, right?
Right, she's just pissed at the fact that he had to get killed in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But oh well, I guess he'll be back soon. So are they coming to stay? I mean, I'm sure he's kind of thick-headed and probably would resist at first, but please tell me he's done trying to do something that's impossible.
Nope.
No, I don't.
What do you mean, no, Ovo?
I'm nowhere near.
Oh, you're in the tea session, because remember she said invite you for tea.
Oh, hey, I didn't know I was actually there. Hello.
She's like, what do you mean no? You could shut up, I'll put you in illusion.
I mean, I was gonna make a bad joke. Let my character shut up now.
That's right, you better shut up, Ovo, as she hears no response. I swear, you are one of the... You act more like a guy than a girl, you know that, right? And then Monica pushes Sherry and says, stop it, she's a girl like the rest of us. She's just, well, interested in a really interesting man.
That's lightly put.
Hey, I don't go making fun of your man. I just said he was
No,
interesting.
that was out of character. That was out of character.
Gotta make that clear.
I'd like to add that so we're at tea, right?
Yep.
I guess we're friends at this point.
Yeah.
Everyone's come to. It's been a couple days. Everyone's very understanding of what you've done, and as I promised, the world is has come to love you for what you did.
My character just casually is drinking tea and eating coal.
Again, Monica's just like, see, interesting man, interesting woman. Sherry's like, knock it off, Monica. You know, you can just talk about girl stuff. That we barely get a chance to sit down with all this hard work we're doing.
Out of game, I just realized that all the freaking, like, almost all the guys, like, technical guy characters are, like, dead or, like, did all that stupid shit.
And all the girls decided to say, nope, we're going to the island.
We're just gonna sit here and enjoy life.
Lol.
There's a reason I asked for, well, out of game, I didn't ask for Sherry, but I did ask for Monica because I was requested to take care of Sherry, so.
Yeah. I'm honestly, I can't wait till, like, next Saturday. I really want to see what the fuck they're gonna do.
I can't wait either.
I know,
anyway,
you're gonna be the one killing them.
I'm actually not gonna be killing them. I'm not gonna be in the fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nope, Zero. Alpha Knight has explicitly asked that this fight be done by himself.
Oh. Damn. Alright. I wonder how you're gonna make their bad ending if they fail.
Oh.
That's
Probably
what
no
this
worse.
is about.
Oh, God.
Shh. Watch and listen.
Okay,
Oh,
I
God.
guess I'll ask Monica. I'll ask Monica how she's doing, if she's having any morning sickness, that kind of fun stuff.
You wouldn't believe it. The baby's been kicking. Man, I hope that when he comes back, that we get to have this child together. I mean, it was our project.
Our project.
Okay. I'm sorry I cut you off.
Is someone tired?
Yeah.
And you
Long
haven't played
day.
Red Dead Redemption 2 with me yet. I'm so mad.
I played with you this morning.
It wasn't
Wait,
enough.
you have Red Dead Redemption as well?
Wait, do you have it?
Yeah.
On Xbox?
Yeah.
Okay, and did you buy it day one?
Yes.
So you have online?
I don't know if I have online. Technically, if we want to be technical about it, my uncle bought it because me and him share, game share.
Okay, we'll talk about this later, but this is important because I'm looking for people in my posse to talk about it later. Moving on,
Okay.
She's like, okay, but yeah, I just hope that... Lassie, I hate to bring this up now, but can you bring them to the island as soon as they're resurrected?
I'll see what I can do. I can't make any guarantees.
Why not? I mean,
Well-
they're gonna be alive, right? Just bring them to the island. You're one of the
You
apostles.
know how sick-headed they are.
But yeah, no, can't we just have the apostles round them up like they did us?
Well, here's the thing. Jebediah, he probably is going to be way too fast for them to really do much. Alexander will probably most likely kill himself before he becomes the subdue. And...
Sherry gets ready to jumps across the table and punches you across the face.
Wait, does she actually do it, or?
Okay, it was an illusion. But then you see her sipping tea, just smiling and saying, "Sorry, what did you say about me, Alexander?"
Well, I didn't mean in like. Look, Alexander is a brave man. I know he is.
I'm sorry, he would not kill himself, though. She points at you. He's better than that.
I said. What I mean by that is that he's just. I don't think he would ever come to the island willingly.
Well,
And
he better for my sake.
I hate to admit it, but I agree with Ovu. I don't think they'd want to come to the island.
You see Monica begin to tear up, but you don't understand. I don't want her child to grow up without a father. Lassie, if you're ever given the opportunity to bring them to this island, I know they'll hate it, but our child needs a father. So please, whatever opportunity you're given, bring it. By the way, you know it's a girl. Bring our daughter's father home.
I'd like to clarify, just as a curiosity, is she going to be able to actually try to persuade Jebediah?
No, not
Okay.
not Monica.
No, not like Monica. Like, I mean, like, is like Lassie going to be able to persuade Jebediah? Like, get the
Not
chance to talk?
directly.
Not directly.
You'll understand.
I
And
get
then
what you
Sherry's just like, oh, and if you ever get a hold of my Alexander, because I know you have connections with our master. I hate calling him that. He's such a filthy animal. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. But
Opal refuses to call him that, by the way.
But can I just call him Alpha Knight? Is that appropriate?
Oh, that's totally appropriate.
Okay, an apostle said it. I can say that. All right.
Out of game, is it appropriate?
No.
It's not?
Oh,
Then
absolutely.
I can't.
It's technically not appropriate because he wants to be. Of course, it's still a sign of respect, but he prefers to be called something that demands godship.
Okay, I will say that instead of what I said. Can I do that?
She's just like, this really infuriates me. I hate calling him something that he's not. He's just a coward, in my opinion.
I extend my hand for a high five.
She's like, okay, secret high five, and it's an illusion, of course, but you get the high five.
I'm actually going to Quirkside to make sure Carter wasn't listening in.
Yeah, he was listening.
Crap! What do I do? What do I do? Should I tell him off?
It's a great question.
I'll politely correct them that that's not appropriate.
She says, I know. You're supposed to say what you're supposed to say. It's just... I just have a hard time accepting him as our leader. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful that you basically saved us. But... See, the thing is... I can never accept him as as our leader. But... I would be very grateful to you if you ever had the chance to see Alexander, by whatever means. Bring home my husband, my future husband. I still need to marry that man.
Oh, I'll do what I can.
I am not going to die a virgin, let me tell you.
Wait, how old is Sherry compared to me?
She's like 22 or 21.
Oh my god. I look at her like no, like not saying anything, but the look of my eyes says, "How did I beat you on this?"
She gives you a scowl, and she's like, "At least I waited to get married." Or,
Oh!
and then Monica's like, "That's cheap because that insults me." Oh, not you, Monica. Technically, You were married? No, I'm sorry, I can't defend you either.
I pop a big thing of smoke in her face. Jokingly smoke.
I'm gonna.
She's like, I kid, but seriously, you could've waited till you got married.
I'm gonna like face palm at this point.
I just look and just like in like let's dreamy eyed into the air. Let's go with that term. And
Sure.
just go. True love needs no marriage.
And she says you, Mrs. I'm gonna go sleep with whatever man I want. Oh, right, just one man. The one man that you can sleep with because he nullifies your quirk. Without it, you really couldn't do anything, could you?
Are we really gonna get to this topic? All right.
I don't know. Are we?
Yes, technically, I still have my shit down there.
Oh, is it? I can imagine it's a little rough.
You want to take this outside?
And she's like, we're outside right now.
Exactly.
And I will win this 100%, she says. You can see the cat fight getting ready to start.
I'm gonna paralyze both of them.
Alright, you do so with real ease, and she's like,
Seriously, you two, cut it out.
You can. I'm so gonna put you in illusion later, Apostle.
Do it, you all.
And she's like,
just
you're
look
right,
at-
I won't. I kind of like my freedom right now.
I will most likely do it. I look at her.
She's like, let's just let it go. We are in the presence of a disciple, so we'll
How
continue
did
this
I
later.
go from a sin to a disciple? I mean, what the heck?
Remember, the group inner words is considered sins, but to the people they're called apostles
Or disciples, or whatever.
disciples, because outwardly they are the best to the world. Inwardly, they commit the sin to bring the best. Does that not make sense? The symbolic nature of your calling.
Oh, I hate this calling.
Technically, what sin is she?
Wrath.
How? I've never seen you kill a person.
It's because I'm going to be angry at myself for the rest of my life because of what I did. And maybe angry at a few others because of what they did.
So she is eternally wrathful.
I mean, you could argue it, but
You
let's
could.
not get
It's a stretch, I'll admit.
It's a stretch,
It-
but
I-
it was
I
better
could
than
ar-
any of the other members.
I could
Well-
argue that my character will develop minor depression. And depression, I heard, is essentially anger turned inward. So that could be what's going on with her.
Yeah.
Again,
But-
it's still kind of a stretch, but it was the best one since none of the other members fit that profile.
Yeah, no, I get it. When it comes to story building, hey, at least you got your pacifist rid of.
Yeah, I got rid of pacifist.
So
And I'm
now you can actually do wrath.
True.
All right. So wait, where are we sitting currently?
Just
at a tea
tea shop,
shop.
outside tea shop, outdoor tea shop.
Oh, I was about to say, like, how is this outdoors if we're in a tea shop?
It's an outdoor tea shop. It's an island.
Yeah.
They have seating outdoors, and we're outdoors.
Hold on, I gotta roll for something. Hold on.
So, can you at least promise us, me and Monica, that you'll bring our loved ones home, no matter what?
I can't promise you that, but I'll promise I'll do everything I can do.
What do you mean you can't promise us that?
I think Zero wants to use them for something.
What do
I
you
don't
mean?
know. Okay, how much do I out of game? How much
you,
do
you know that if they challenge him a second time, he will want you to nullify their quirk or let him kill them. It'll be the choice will be up to you.
But after but will Zero ever let them on the island?
Yeah, they would be allowed on the island as long as after their quirks were nullified.
That's the only way they would ever.
Or they accept their fates now and don't challenge him to a boss fight. And then they're allowed on the island.
I'll tell them it's going to be based on their choices. If they fight him again, I don't know if Alpha Knight will show mercy a second time.
What do you mean? Is he gonna kill them?
Okay. I know that he's not going to kill them. Whoa, wait,
Is he gonna kill them?
no, he's not going to kill him.
Like, even at the very final end boss?
Sweetie, you're going to have to make this video private at this point, because we're giving away the the surprise ending.
That's not surprise.
What do you mean? We talked about it last session.
About the fact that I'm going to have to notify their quirks if they lose.
Yeah, everybody knew that. But I
Oh,
told
they
them.
already-
I told them.
Everyone that was the punishment.
Yeah, I told them that they would die because you chose not to. But it sounds like you're changing your mind.
Well, okay, because they're requested, I'll tell them exactly what their plan is, what Zero's plan is, and what will happen to Alexander if they challenge him, and that it would cost them the quirks, in theory.
They look down, somber looks, and they say, well... Monica's the first one to speak up and says, I don't care what condition he's in. Bring back my daughter's father. Please.
Technically, doesn't that make Jebediah retarded? Because his quirk is brain power, basically.
No, his quirk is, he has, like, excess adrenaline, etc. so forth, so he would just lose the ability to think super fast, move super fast, react super fast.
Yeah, that would probably fuck with him for a while.
It would. Then Sherry just says, my Alexander wouldn't be happy with me, but he spent so much time trying to save me. I think it's fair that I save him. And I don't want him to die. He spent his everything to get me, to save me, and that's why I fell in love with him. Please, don't let him die. I couldn't convince him on my own, but I know you can, even if it's by force. I need him. I can't explain it, but my heart burns when he's around me, and then when he's gone, it's like my soul is being torn apart. It hurts to this day, thinking that I can't be with him. Please, no matter what, bring him home. That way I can take care of him. I know it wouldn't be what he wants, but I hope even if he wins, I really do. I hope that he gives that, well, our savior the butt kicking of a lifetime. I hope he does. But if he doesn't, bring him home.
I'm quirk-sighting again to see if Carter's watching.
Oh, he's totally watching.
Darn it! Dang it, Carter, cut it out!
Carter, leave!
I mean, they're really bad-mouthing Alpha Knight. I'm scared for them.
But can you promise that?
That I'll make sure they come to the island? Only if they'll let me. Only if they'll allow it. I can't force them here.
It
But
sounds
I'll
like
do
you
it.
can. If you take away their quirks, they'll be here, right? And not that I want that.
Okay, out of game. Once their quirks are taken away, will they be brought to the island?
Only if they decide to go to the island. Like after their quirks are gone, they can choose to do whatever they want. But
So
they are welcome.
why are you?
They are
Okay, why?
given access to the island.
Okay, why on earth are you trying to make me promise them something that I cannot control?
They're role playing their character, sweetie.
Look,
Okay.
honestly, let's think about it like this. If Red were to be in that situation, would you not want him to come home?
I would want them to come home.
That's exactly how they feel.
But I also know that he's probably not going to come home.
But they want to put their hope somewhere. They don't know where to put it.
So right now all I can do is just lie to them and say I promise.
Not lie. As far as you know, you can do it.
Okay, in
You're
that
not
case,
lying. You've just sworn an oath, basically.
which oath could very well easily be broken because of circumstances outside my power.
Then that's outside of your power.
That's outside
Okay.
your power. But if they're basically asking for you to do everything in your power to bring them back. If you can't bring them back, then and you tried your best, I doubt that they'll hold a grudge against you.
They won't,
Oh, I'm
because
be-
you have the
I-
happy, fluffy ending.
Okay. Then I'll turn to them and say, I promise.
Thank you. Sorry, it's just I feel like everything we've done was pointless, but if you can save their lives, then I think it will all be worth it. But let's hope you don't have to do it, okay?
Okay.
Let's
Let's hope.
All right. And Monica's like, I'll say a couple prayers. It'll be fun.
By the way, a quick other thing is Venture religious?
Don't know. No one asked him.
Damn, I should ask. My character is not religious in any way, shape, or form, so she just kind of looks over like, I guess.
Wait, are we... Oh, prayers? I think my character... I always viewed her as non-religious, but religious in the sense that she's willing to be respectful towards other religions, and she'll maybe pray if she's like in a group or there's like a group.
Same.
But yeah, no, they nod and say, well, thank you for telling us that. That makes us feel a lot better. It's sad that they had to die the first time, though. But I guess we should stop talking about since everyone cheers. They all put their drinks up.
We all do that. I don't drink mine right away just because I don't feel like it.
Okay, Sherry takes a drink first, and then you see that she's all of a sudden, for just a brief moment, you see her face kind of twitch. She's like, wow, that tasted really good. What did they put in this tea again, Lassie?
Uh-oh. Something wrong? I'm gonna quirk cider to see if anything's up.
And with that, she starts twitching. She says, wow, man, I feel a sudden... And then all of a sudden, she like collapses on the floor and starts convulsing.
Oh, crap.
And you can tell like something was slipped into her drink based on her biorhythms are going way off. She's totally paralyzed.
Okay, is there anything I could do quirk-wise to stabilize her?
Yeah, you could just nullify the damage.
Okay, I'm gonna nullify the damage. Do I have to roll for it?
No.
It won't do damage. I didn't put that bad.
You just nullify the effects of the poison on her bloodstream.
My character is laughing a lot.
I'm gonna give you a dirty look. Like a really dirty look.
And as you start laughing, you see the world's on fire. Venture's dead before you, skewered under the hands of Zero. And with that, you see Zero with Sherry the entire time, and
do I have to roll will or something? Because honestly,
and then the illusion ends, and she starts laughing and says, "Ha! Wasn't that funny? That was funny, right?"
My character gives my character gives like a kind of like a side tilt and just like that. I don't know what your humor is, but that's not funny.
Oh, and it wasn't funny to, I don't know, potentially kill me?
Well, I wasn't gonna kill you. I only slipped enough just to make you convulse for like a minute.
Did you not know I was allergic to lemons?
It's not lemon.
It had lemon extract. I could taste it.
Did it like? Does my poison have lemon?
And it's just kidding.
Oh, you're making me question.
And she's like, ha 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 ha.
I stick my tongue out and I don't drink my tea. I don't trust it because of her illusions.
And she's like, oh wait, are you still in an illusion? Ooh. And she's like, nah, I'm just messing with you. But are you?
Another Rick and Morty reference.
Oh my god. Inside a simulation.
So she's like, shh, let's let her figure it out. Don't worry, she's not that smart, but she'll figure it out eventually.
Oh.
Oh, see, yeah, there she goes. She's already can't even figure out who she is.
She's talking about you.
I'm gonna do gag damage. Hold on.
No, please, no. We're in a utopia.
I mean, can I get in trouble for doing gag damage?
Depends. In front of an apostle, yes.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I'll just look at you and say, don't do it. I'll stop you.
I mean, you can't really stop a will attack, can you?
An apostle certainly could.
I'll just do this then. Hindenburg. No.
just know, in front of apostle, anything can be legal and illegal at a moment's notice.
Okay, then a giant cloud of smoke.
Please don't.
Fine, I sit there with a bunch of sass. But there's a lot of sass being admitted. There's a lot of sass. There's so much salt that that I don't cook my food.
You can admit all the sass you want. I will allow it.
Don't you love all this power you get, Lassie?
Oh, what I had to do to get it.
I was gonna make a very bad joke. I'm making that bad joke. Did you say that out loud?
That was an out-of-game remark.
Out of game?
Yeah.
Alright, say it out of game as well. I was gonna make a joke because my character was gonna remark it, but
in game, Monica's like, man, I wish I had that kind of power. With just one look, you can stop anything from happening. Jeez, if I could do that to my Jebediah, maybe you wouldn't have gone and done something so stupid.
Oh, I'll look down and it's just a painful reminder of what I had to do for my quote-unquote power.
you had to basically sleep with the guy. I mean, what?
I did not sleep with anyone.
You dated him for a while.
Okay.
Let's be clear. She didn't date a man. She dated a woman. Says Monica, blissfully ignorant of the pain it would cause.
And I'll blush and put my both my head in my hands.
So does that mean she's bi now? And the chair's like, stop it, Monica.
Oh my God. You read my mind, damn it. I just start laughing because I was about to say that.
Sherry's like, guys, stop teasing her. She is an apostle. We can get in a lot of trouble, isn't that right?
Wait, I have to answer
teasing.
that?
They're teasing.
We're all teasing you. We're all teasing you.
Besides, my lunch break's over, says Monica as Cher gets up. Yeah, mine too. I gotta go help out your parents again. Thanks for the tea.
No problem.
See
I'm
ya.
guessing I'm picking up the bill.
Oh, and you're picking up the bill. Bye.
Of course I pick up the bill.
I laugh, and I was just like, I'll pay half of it with you.
Thanks.
As the person, the waiter says, oh, one of the apostles, your meal is free today.
Oh, thank you.
Of course. It's good to have our Savior's apostle in this restaurant. You wouldn't believe how popular this makes this tea place.
I want to see how hard he's lying. Can I see that?
As far as you can tell, he's being totally honest to a fault.
I instantly hate him. I mean, there's like a hidden meaning behind my like I want it on the surface. It looks like I'm just like kind of a little grumpy mood, but in real life, I'm just looking at him like, you fucking suck up.
Who wouldn't want to suck up to the new leaders of the world?
I mean, you're not wrong.
Out of game. Anyways, back in game, he cleans up your table and says, and if you require anything else, please let us know.
Thank you. That will be all.
Oh, of course. Thank you, beloved disciple of our master.
Kissing ass! Your freaking face is now brown.
He walks away with all of your stuff. All the dirty stuff.
I guess I gotta get back to the clinic as well.
Alright, I need to go finish my greatsword anyway. I decided, after one video game I saw online, I wish to make this giant sword just because I can. If you ever want anything like blacksmith wise or jewelry wise, I give like a OK symbol. Just ask.
Thanks, will do.
All right, I fly away to my humble abode.
And there's no flying restrictions in this country.
Yes, I fly around. Dive bomb! And here comes the giant fish. Patrick, no!
Patrick, no!
Okay, I got nothing else to accomplish in this role-playing session, so I guess for the rest of the week, I'm just working at the clinic.
Yep.
And then, at least,
Hmm?
at least until my parents go, and that's when I'm going to tearfully say goodbye to them. Are they?
They won't leave until basically the day that your friends are resurrected.
So, can we time skip to that? Because
Sure, I guess. Civi, is there anything you want to accomplish? Or is that pretty much it for you?
Yeah, no, I've done everything besides the fact that I want to make a giant buster sword.
You make a giant buster sword.
Boom, done instantly. All right.
Yeah, it took a week, but you made it.
Yeah.
Alright, and with that, you finally go to the shove-off location of where your parents are going. They're at the boat, and they see you, and they're like, "Oh, Lassie, didn't think you'd actually make it."
how could I miss seeing my parents off?
Well, you were in the middle of a brain surgery, so we thought you would be there all day. But again, thinking of your quirk, I guess it was a kind of a cinch.
Yeah, it was.
Your dad pipes in and says, "Nothing to expect from the finest from our daughter. I'm surprised she's not the head of nursing and well-being."
Well, it didn't seem appropriate. You guys have way more experience than I do,
Experience means nothing with your quirk.
which I got from you guys.
By the way, what are their quirks?
Okay, I forgot how I wanted to divvy it up, but one of my parents can see any human body part, and another can essentially manipulate any human body part. So essentially, I'm a hybrid, like Todoroki.
Yeah, no, I took it like that. You didn't need to describe it that hard. I had basics of how quirks work.
Of course. Well, we're gonna head off, okay? The boat's gonna be leaving soon.
I'm gonna hug them really hard because I know that they may not return alive.
Oh, we know that you can do that cloning thing from time to time, so, is
Wait.
that still a thing?
No, he's not going to be around for much longer,
Is
and he
there
can't.
any way we can thank him for the time he brought us to you?
I'm sure we could send him a message.
Do you know where he's at?
Okay, out of game.
He's in Texas.
Okay, last I heard, he was in Texas.
And as far as you know, he's riding a black stallion.
Yep, and I'll tell that.
Oh,
I
okay.
wonder what reference you're making.
As far if we ever see a guy in a black stallion, an old German guy, right?
Yeah, an old
Okay.
German guy.
We'll make sure to stop him and thank him. He did let us see you in person one time when we weren't expecting you, and that was nice. The father pipes in and says, "Well, we're off now. It was... If we don't get to see you again, just know, we won't be saying goodbye. We'll say, we'll be back, okay?"
Okay.
Tears are shed at that very moment as they give you one last hug. Your father kisses you on the top of your forehead, and your mother gives you another firm embrace. And she says, "Oh, and take this. We were going to give this to you for your present."
I take it. What is it?
It's a locket,
I open it
and it's the same picture that Venture gave you.
with our names.
Yep, but the names for this dimension. We took this picture a long time ago. Well, okay, it was more like a month ago before we left to India. We got it processed on our way back before we came to the island, and almost forgot to give it to you. So here you go. Remember us always, okay?
I will.
Okay, and with that, we're gonna pause because I have to BRB real quick.
All right. I like. You are great at acting sad.
No, I'm not. I'm actually starting to tear up a tiny. Okay, maybe a tiny bit.
A little tiny bit. Aw. When you love characters that aren't even real.
Yeah. I had a rough week this week, so.
Aw. Well, thankfully this week's over and you can start it next week.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let positivity shine through you. Oh. Um. I like to add that, like, literally my two characters. Literally, I went from like hating Venture with a passion to, oh my god, I literally married. And, like,
Yeah.
it's just like, oh wow, that's pretty funny. Like, I was just thinking of that, like, after like all like once we got to like last session, I was like, you know what? Now that I think of it, I have two characters, and I'm surprised that Red didn't do this, but I'm sure he was busy with other things. But Tom's supposed to have like this serious anger towards him, and I'm surprised that Tom didn't attack him on sight.
I think maybe Tom would have known that he would have endangered his life if he tried to attack Venture. At least now, while they're.
Like, the way I designed him was basically like Venture, like, I see, I must try to kill.
Gotcha. Well, maybe during the time at school, maybe his. Had you continued to roleplay him, maybe that would have just died down.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do anyway, because like I didn't want to hate a character that I barely know. Like, what you call it? Like, I thought Venture was a bad guy until I heard about the dimensional shit, and I was just like, oh damn. I still
He's
don't
like-
know.
He's like the Snape of our roleplay.
Yeah, he's like, everyone's like hates him because like they assume he did bad things, yet like he actually was helping the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
I still remember it. I was like, no. I wonder who's the Dobby of this universe.
The Dobby?
Dobby, my bad. Look, it's been like years since I've seen Harry Potter.
I actually read all the books. Except I haven't read the screenplay for the newest one, the Grindelwald one.
No.
I'm that much of a fan. It's sad.
I've read like the first two books because like I've been having trouble getting my books, and then I like watched all the movies. But like this is like,
All right, back.
When
Unpausing.
young.
Stop everything you're doing.
skedaddle skadoodle, your dick is now a noodle.
Okay, and with that,
What the?
as you shed your single tear, you feel a hand on your shoulder, a very familiar hand,
Uh-oh.
and he just says, "I came to visit for a few moments. Do you mind?"
Hindenburg.
No.
Of course not. Now then, I do have a favor to ask. If you notice, the boat that came in had a few friends of mine that I needed help with. And
Okay,
then-
out of game. My parents are gone by now, right?
Oh, well, they're on the boat that was returning, so they're out of sight. Yes,
Okay.
but you see a couple people being brought forward. They're blindfolded, and their hands are tied. And they say, "See those two over there?"
Yes, sir?
You don't have to call me sir. Martin's fine.
Yes, Martin.
And you say it so formally. I thought we were friends. Oh, okay, maybe you are the closest thing I could say I had to a friend at one point, but I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about a lot of things, but I do know how I understand reality, and reality is people have betrayed me. I've gone around and done my deeds, and it seems some do not like my present rule and authority. So, I have to ask you, would you do these two a favor? Oh, well, I'm not asking you to do anything. It's your choice in the end. These two staged a rebellion, which led to the deaths of many. I could not save them. But they survived. and because of their rebellion, they must be punished. I normally don't provide death to those that need punishment. I think it's a waste of life and opportunity. I was hoping maybe you might give them a bit of mercy. The choice is yours. Mercy, and by that I mean nullify their quirks, so they can always be praising my name, but without the teeth and the nails. Or you can let me show them mercy and I will end their lives here. But if you do so, their families will never see them again. The choice is up to you. Do you have any questions?
Do we know these people?
No, just some random people with random quirks.
Slaughter.
Okay, is OVA there?
No.
No.
Okay.
If I was there, I don't think I'd be able to resist the temptation of a Hindenburg. Though it won't work, but you know.
I think that gives you your answer.
All right. As you, without saying anything, place your hand in their direction, their unconscious bodies wiggle a little bit under the stress of what you're putting them through. And eventually, after many hours of doing this, people come and pass you by. The boat hasn't left yet because it's still going through preparations.
Can we move them to the clinic?
Sure. You can move them to the clinic, wherever. But eventually, their quirks do get nullified, and they say, excellent. And it seems the boat's about to leave. I'll put them back on the boat. Thank you for showing them mercy. I appreciate this. Now they will go back to their friends and families and be able to spread the good deeds of their master. Thank you, lassie. He puts a hand on your shoulder one more time, and then with his quirk, lifts them up and guides them out. As you hear one of them wake up finally, and he says, "But why?"
Because you killed people. Simple as that.
I'm actually going to wait until they're gone, and then I'm going to find a corner and just cry.
And cry you do.
I'd like to add, I think my character would probably try to visit. Do I know where she's at?
No, this isn't some secret office.
Alright, then never mind. I guess no interaction with Ovu.
You can have an interaction after she's done crying.
Yeah, no, my character was planning to come in, walk in with a bag of deer meat because I hunted deer, and, comfort, but I guess, suffer by yourself.
I guess if you want to have that interaction, she can cry in a corner not in the secret building, if Soraya, you're okay with that.
I got -2 loners, so I guess it would be better. It would be more appropriate for my character to find a corner where no one can find her.
Okay, so I tried, Civi.
Sorry, Civi.
No, it's alright.
And with that, we'll end the session there.
Alright.
Well, this went a little longer than expected, but thanks for...
Alright, cutting the stream here.